Students, when we discussed postmodern literary theories, we find a huge change in approach and attitude. Until the time of modern age, we see that literary theories were formulated by the poets, by the authors like Sidney, John Dryden, Coleridge, P.B. Shelley, Matthew Arnold, Walter Pater, T.S. Eliot, and so on. But literary criticism in today's times has become cultural studies. It is the studies of feminism, post-colonialism, ecology, and so on. Today, this activity called theory is related not to any one particular subject but to so many different subjects. In our postmodern times, theory does not come from the poets. It comes from the philosophers, from sociologists, anthropologists, psychologists, linguists, and so many others. And total, there are 9 important theories that we want to discuss in postmodern times. And the first one is deconstruction, which was popularized by Jacques Derrida. According to this theory, the text contains some contradictions and meanings are not fixed. It challenges the traditional idea of fixed interpretations and it allows multiple meanings. The second important theory of postmodern times is psychoanalytical criticism. The founder of this theory is Jacques Lacan. Lacan built his theory on the basis of psychology. And Lacanian psychoanalysis examines the unconscious structure of the text and he focuses on how the themes of desire, repression, and identity are expressed in literature, and he believed that true literature reveals the deeper psychological meanings and conflicts of the characters. The third most important theory in postmodern times is reader response theory, which was popularized by Stanley Fish and Wolfgang Iser. According to this theory, the role of the reader in literature is more important than that of the author. And this theory believes that meaning depends not on the text, meaning actually depends on the mental state and cultural bringing up of the reader. So meaning actually comes from the mind of the reader, not from the text, and that is the reader response theory. Another important theory is New Historicism, which was popularized by Stephen Greenblatt. New Historicism combines literature with history. It takes inspiration from the old historicism, which we see during the 19th century, Saint Bew and Hippolyte Taine and others. They found a close connection between culture, society, history, and literature. And these people of New Historicism also continued the same argument and they said that literature is shaped by history and culture, and in the same manner history and culture are shaped by literature. The next important theory is feminist criticism or gender criticism. Here you should remember this name, Judith Butler. This feminist theory examines how literature presents and reinforces the gender norms developed by the society. This theory also highlights the male domination and marginalization of women in postmodern times. Another important theory is post-colonial theory. Here, the legacy of colonialism has been criticized by the critics. They also examine how literature reflects the power dynamics between colonizers and the colonized. Then we have Marxist criticism. While Marxist criticism traditionally focuses on class struggle and economic power, but in postmodern times, the theorists like Frederick Jameson, they examine the impact of capitalism on culture and on literature. They examine how postmodernism reflects culture as a commodity, and they also try to highlight the dominance of multinational capitalism in postmodern times. Eco-criticism is also considered a popular theory of postmodern times. Lawrence Buell has also contributed immensely in this particular area. This theory looks at the relationship between literature and the climate, the environment. They examine how literature addresses some ecological concerns. They also criticize the way human interaction with nature is represented in literature. And the last important theory in postmodern times is intertextuality, which is popularized by Julia Kristeva. Intertextuality refers to the shaping of the meanings that we get from the text, how these meanings are shaped by other texts. Postmodern critiques of intertextuality, they present the idea that no text exists in isolation. They are somehow interconnected with one another. This theory highlights the interconnectedness of cultural works, blurring the boundaries between the genres and styles. So these are 9 crucial postmodern theories which you should read and understand. Students, I have already uploaded separate videos on all these 9 theories on my channel. If you want detailed explanation on each theory, you can visit my channel.